everyone, and welcome back to our course on using Google Docs in the classroom. In this particular example, I really want to focus on how you would share a Google document. Okay, now we're going to start right from a Google Doc that we were working on in previous videos when we were just messing around with and adding some random aspects to it. But you see right here in the upper right hand corner, I'll make this a little bit bigger for everybody. I don't know if this will matter as much, but make it a little bigger. We have share. Now right now it's set, I may have made it perhaps too big, private only to me. And that's the default. So whenever you make a Google Doc, no one can see it, no one can access it except for you. But you might want to change that. And if I go to click share, and if you have already seen some of the Google Drive videos, it's the exact same sort of format. It defaults by entering people's names or their addresses. Now, if you're in a domain from an enterprise, a workplace, or a school domain, anybody in that domain, their address will appear. You just start typing random letters and you'll get a bunch of options of people you want to include in your domain. Okay? If you're using a private account, you won't have that. You'll have to enter the email addresses manually or from your contacts if they're synced to your Google contacts from your phone. Perhaps if you're an Android user, you can also sync your from if you're a Apple user as well. Okay? Now, you can also then change how that person can control or manipulate this document. The default goes to they can edit it. You can maybe only put they can only comment. So maybe you just want them to make any changes, but they can highlight aspects and they can comment, or they can just view it only. They can't do anything with it, right? So you can kind of change that. You can also get a link, and what you can do is add a link, and now you can add this link to a website, to a blog. You can email the link rather than adding people's names to it, and then you have some more options here. If you're in a workplace environment or a school environment, it will default to only the people in that domain, in that environment can view. And then you would copy this link and then paste it to your clipboard or paste it somewhere where you want to actually, email somewhere you're going to send it. But if I click this little drop down though, you can change it though. You can change it to people can edit it, comment, or they can view it, or I can go more, and now you have a lot more options. You might have anyone with the link outside your domain can view it. Or you can change it to edit or comment, right? Public on the web, which I've never used, or you can add specific people there as well, or it's off completely, okay? Or if you go to advanced, you have all your options pretty much in one spot, okay? So you can change it right here. Here's the link you're going to copy. You can change, again, all the accesses of who or where from, okay? Or you can add people's names. You can add a nice little message, like, here's this document. You have some different options down there. You can prevent people from changing this access. So say you give someone the right to share it with, but maybe you don't want them to share with other people, right? So you can prevent that. Or you don't want them able to download it, print it. They can't do that. You can turn that off. So those are some of your advanced settings for sharing. Okay, let me just press done there as well. Now the other place you can do this, which I've already showed you in my Google Drive video, is if you go to Google Drive and you click on a document. So here I am in my Drive. I'm on a Google Doc. I can also do the same things here. Get a shareable link. I can change the settings. It's the same interface. I can go to advanced. Or I can add people directly. And I can go to advanced here as well. So it's the same way. Okay, so this is some great aspects. I think it's one of the most important parts of using Google Docs. Students can share and they can see each other's work. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to add a little supplementary video in here, which will give you examples of how it showed you my students working in real time on a Google Doc, which I think is really important to view. When you're working on a shared Google Doc, you actually see who's typing at the same time. And their name will appear, and you'll see what they're producing. So in real time, you see the document changing. People are adding stuff to it, deleting stuff, and I think that's important to actually view. So please watch the supplementary video about, looking at an example of how a Google Doc that's shared actually appears when it's being worked on simultaneously. Okay? All right, so have a great day and take care. Bye-bye.